What's going on, all you beautiful souls? Thank you for tapping into the Multiversal Podcast. And if you like today's content, please do not forget to hit that like and subscribe at the end of the video. Much gratitude. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
A toxic woman can destroy a good man. They can make a man never to trust again. They can make a man to start overthinking every little thing. They can make a man shut off completely. But rarely do we talk about this.
Now, with that being said, we are going to discuss this. We are going to get right into it. And it is very true that it is something that is not talked about, something that is not discussed in the communities. I mean, people talk about it, and we talk about, well, people in general, we speak about and we conversate about things around that kind of, or those kind of situations, right? But we don't really talk about the effects that the toxic women really have on men to the extent or more than we talk about the toxic women themselves. And this is where I think the rubber meets the road, right? You have these women that, for whatever reason, they treat men the way they treat men. And you have these good men, these guys, these good guys out there that actually have their heart and their spirits invested into these types of women. And a lot of women, a lot of guys too, but especially the women out there probably be, probably questioning those type of men. Now, when you look at it on a realistic level, when you try to separate love and lust, those are two totally different things, two totally opposite things. And what happens most of the time is, well, let's backtrack. So let's break it down to what men are attracted to. Men, in general, are attracted to the physical first. The attraction to the female comes from some kind of physical aspect of the female. There's a physical attraction there somehow, some way. Whether he likes her hair, whether he likes her hips, her thighs, her bust, her cheeks, whatever. There is a physical attraction there. There has to be a physical attraction there. And this is the way that men operate. I don't care what corner of the earth you're in. Now, some guys can get away with saying, oh, I like her personality. I was drawn to her personality. But there has to be something physical. It can even be something as small as being her scent, the way she smells, the way she smiles. That's still a physical attribute. So when you talk about the man being attracted to women, you have to really understand the groundwork of what it takes for a man to be attracted to a woman. Now, as you get further into that and you start diving into different aspects of what the woman is really like versus what she is perceiving to be, or the persona that she's giving off, that's something that's in the works. And most of the time, guys when that type of attraction is there, and mentally the man is not aware of what he is possibly getting himself into, it's kind of like jumping, you kind of leaping into, you leaping into a new endeavor, a new relationship with somebody that you are trying to get to know. And I'm speaking from the male perspective. You're diving into a relationship with somebody that you really don't know like that, but you know that the attraction is there for you. And like I said, for men, that is number one. You cannot be with any. I'm not even gonna say that, because a lot of guys probably have been in situations where they have hooked up with a female and they were not really attracted to them. It was, you just had to get their rocks off, so to speak. But anyway, so back into our discussion. Yes, this is something that needs to be addressed more. And instead of everybody pounding the same issue at hand, because now is really not even is really not even the thing about the toxic women anymore. Now we need to start elevating ourselves and diving into deeper discussions about the cause and effect. We already know what the root cause of the problem is out here in society, and within, I'm not even going to say it's within the black culture, because these types of things manifest and grow in every culture, no matter where you are, no matter who you are. But specifically for the black culture, we need to stop giving these types of women this kind of attention, because we already know what they are and who they are. Now we have to come up with a resolution. And before you can come up with the resolution, you have to first address the issue. The women that are doing it, that have been doing it, that continue to do it, they are non-irrelevant to the solution to the problem, because we already know that they're out there doing it. They've been doing it. Now we need to figure out how we can help our brothers and sisters overcome these types of battles. And when I speak about overcoming this particular battle, I'm speaking about the damage, the mental damage, and the spiritual damage that these men have been dragged through, that nobody talks about. And in today's society, of course, to be masculine, you have to be emotionless. You have to be emotionless. And that's something else that needs to be addressed as well. Society makes it to where men are not thought or not believed to be able to have emotional feelings, not being able to express themselves. And nobody really talks about that either. And these types of things are the things that make men not want to trust women. This is why you have certain men that go out there and they carry themselves a certain way, and they treat women a certain way, is because they're already a broken glass. But for them to put their emotions on the table, the societal views of that would not be accepted. He would be looked at as less of a man, or I'm not even going to say that. He would be looked at as less of a man. And then a lot of you fellas out there, you may have one or two homeboys that they just can't stay in a relationship. Every time they get into a relationship, it's always something. And you try to tell them, hey man, I think this is a good woman for you. I think she would be a good match for you. And they just overthink everything. And nobody sits back and thinks about what they have gone through in their past relationships. And your homeboy not gonna sit there and tell you, oh man, he's not gonna lean on your shoulder and cry on your shoulder. Nah, because that would be considered a feminine trait, right? Society has us. We think in the wrong way. We think in the wrong way. And first, we got to fix that. We got to fix our approach when it comes to each other. We need to fix our approach when it comes to being empathetic towards others, as well as sympathetic, but being empathetic. And these women, these toxic women, are the main reason why you have a lot of men that just completely shut down as well. But we're going to get into that in a different video. But I just wanted to put this out there. And I'm not going to dive too deep into this one today. But it's out there. Give y'all some stuff to think about. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Drop me a comment. I will reply. Until next time, Multiversal Podcast. Thank you for tapping in. Don't hesitate to elevate. Get you some. Peace.